I'd like to, there you go. I'd like to open up the public session. We have 3 speakers signed up to speak. Please keep your comments to 5 minutes and state your name and address. First person signed up is Mercedes Neese.
Good evening. I'm Mercedes Neese, 128 Erie Street, 5th Ward. Basically, I wanted to comment on the zombie property legislation, or whatever you're calling it. I do have a property right next to me that would qualify, and so I am very interested in, encouraging and supporting the resolution that you're going to be passing tonight, hopefully. But I do want to say I hope there's some kind of process to evaluate the properties throughout the community that might maybe be something of historic significance, that maybe could be marketed a different way and could actually be saved. So that's I hope there's a process of some sort that we could find out about. That does not mean the property next to me, though. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next is Heath Jones.
Heath Jones, 130 East 3rd Street. I just wanted to come up really fast and thank the city for their support this past weekend for Oswego County Paddle Fest. It was a huge success. We had close to 900 boats on the water. The fire department did an amazing job, and the marina staff and DPW were a huge help as well. So we just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And last person to sign up, Ellen Clark.
Hi, my name is Ellen Clark, 186 West 1st Street. I just wanted to show you the items that you had heard about, but that we used for Harbor Fest. This right here, if you haven't seen it yet, you probably will on some of the restaurant tables in the area. It came out very beautiful, and so you'll see those all over. They will last quite a while. We also have upcoming event cards that came out great as well. They list the next 4 upcoming events at this point because Paddle Fest is already over. Everyone loved these. They went over really well, gave them to a lot of visitors. And then we have the keychains that came out great, and I have some. If you didn't get your keychain, you must have your City of Oswego keychain. And I wanted to thank some people on the booth. I'm sorry if I forget anyone, but I'll go ahead with John Gozick, Rob and Eva Corradino, Pat McLaughlin, my assistant Kiana Gambino, Dave Granoff, my husband Bill Clark, and numerous friends that helped me at the end take everything down, put it all away. Traffic department was right there for me. Jim Babcock and his crew. Griff was really great. The Harbor Fest crew was wonderful, and they even, Thursday night, showed up with a sheet cake that was like this big that said Happy 200th birthday for Oswego County. So I gave out birthday cake all evening and talked about Oswego County being 200 years old. Went over great. And we did have a lot of people stop by the booth, and I wanted to end with some of the quotes that I took down from out-of-towners. I love Oswego. We would rather come here than go to the state fair. That was Joanne in Pennsylvania. We're loving Harbor Fest. It's beautiful. Christy, Alex, and Joshua from Huntsville, Alabama. City of Oswego, I love this place. Random guy walking by. And then as I was handing out the keychains, somebody said, something free at Harbor Fest, that's great. So, thank you.
Thank you, Ellen. Would anyone else like to? Miles, come on.
Thank you, Senator Shorn. Alderman, you deserve that. Look at that Paddle Fest was the greatest thing since the Harbor Fest ever started. They had a lot of contributors, and they did a great job this past weekend, and I talked to some of the organizers in a bar this weekend, I think it was. Wasn't it? Where else do you kibitz in this town besides a bar, you know? Look at the zombie thing. I have a friend of mine, and I do have one or two here. He is a city manager from Springfield, Tennessee. 150 houses he's taken down in the last 10 years. He's been a city manager down there for quite a long time. You know what he says to me? He takes them down. He doesn't mess around here, play around. He takes them down. The city takes the things down. If they're bad, get them out of here, okay? And then maybe you can sell the property and make it look lucrative, okay? Now, is this ESPN here? Holy Christ, I don't know. A lot of cameras. I'm a little nervous here tonight. I'll see if I can remember everything. You guys need a little humor up here. You know, it's too straight-laced all the time up here. The snow thing really bothered me last week. I had to leave, okay, because I heard just about all I wanted to hear. And Kevin knows what I'm talking about when it comes to this water contract and this sewer and water and everything. And I know you guys are trying your best here. And I watched up here in '96 how it was given away, and it's still being given away. And I just can't believe that people sat there and said, I can't walk 3 feet out of my car because it's too snowy. Oh, well, you know what? Too bad. Too bad. When I was your age, Bill, I used to walk further than that to school. It wasn't 9 miles either. It wasn't in bare feet. But you know what? We got other bigger problems here. Mother Nature is going to control this city no matter what you want to know. It snows, and it snows big when it wants to, just like it doesn't rain for the past 3 months, you know? All of a sudden it changes its mind, doesn't want to rain here. So, to me, more important than anything else in the whole city history is what happened the last 20 years here. And I was the only one, that includes you, Jeff, the only one that stood up against Mayor Hamill and his corrupt ways, and I don't know if he was corrupt, but I can tell you right now, the guy who just retired yesterday, A-Rod, had a better contract than that water contract. Thank you.
Thank you, Miles.
You're welcome, Bill.
Would anyone else like to speak? Seeing none, I will close public session, and regular meeting begins at 7:30. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, please call the roll.
His Honor the Mayor.
Here.
Councilor Reynolds.
Here.
Councilor McLaughlin.
Here.
Councilor Emmons.
Here.
Councilor Walker. Here. Councilor Gozick.
Here.
Councilor Van Buren.
Here.
Councilor Cordino.
Here.
All are present, Your Honor.
I do not have anything to report under the mayor's report. Do any of the councilors have anything to add? Councilor Cordino.
Thank you, Mayor. We heard from Ellen Clark earlier this evening, and I just wanted to add to what she had said. She thanked a number of people who participated in this past Harbor Fest, helping the city of Oswego with its inaugural take on the putting up an event tent and promoting the city with all the paraphernalia that you showed. But she forgot to point out one person who did a lion's share of the work. As we all know, the Harbor Fest started on Thursday and ended Sunday at 6 o'clock. And Ellen was there pretty much the whole time. I know John was there and his son Abe, as well as the other people you mentioned. But you were there probably 95% of the time. And for you to give up time with your family during Harbor Fest, I just wanted to thank you on behalf of the city and commend you for going the extra mile. I know that you're the chairperson of the Promotion Tourism Advisory Board, but I don't think the description of that position says you should be running or participating in running an event tent for like 40 hours during a 4-day event. So I just wanted to thank you on behalf of the city. Thank you very much.
Anything else to come before the council? Seeing none, will clerk please call Resolution 283.
To approve the minutes from the Common Council meeting held July 25th, 2016.
Counselor Van Buren, Counselor Walker. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds.
Yes.
Counselor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 284.
To approve the use of public space, Phil Carroll, contract purchaser of property located at 129 and 129.5 West Schuyler Street, in order to install a one-car parking area and removal of existing gravel drive.
Counselor Reynolds. Counselor McLaughlin. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds.
Yes.
Counselor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 285.
To approve the use of public space, Nathan Beasley of Team Red, White, and Blue, in order to host the second annual 9/11 Remembrance Run on Sunday, September 11th, 2016.
Counselor Cordino, Counselor Reynolds. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds.
Yes.
Counselor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 286.
To authorize the mayor to sign change order number 3 with John R. Dudley Construction Company for project modifications to the Charles E. Riley Booster Pump Station project.
Counselor Van Buren, Counselor Walker. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds.
Yes.
Counselor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 287.
To authorize the mayor to sign all documents necessary to apply for funding for the zombie and vacant properties remediation and preventative initiative.
Counselor Gozick, Counselor McLaughlin. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds.
Yes.
Counselor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 288.
To waive the rules of the Common Council to present resolution numbers 289 through 291A and B from the floor without committee consideration.
Counselor Emmons, Counselor Walker. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds.
Yes.
Counselor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons.
Yes.
Counselor Walker. The resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 289.
To authorize the mayor to sign a professional services agreement with Colicchino Industries for the purchase and installation of a new control panel at the Bennington Lift Station.
Counselor Cordino, Counselor Van Buren. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds.
Yes.
Counselor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons.
Yes.
Counselor Walker. The resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 290.
To authorize a purchasing agent to seek bids for the disposal of junk vehicles.
Counselor McLaughlin, Counselor Walker. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds.
Yes.
Counselor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 291.
To approve the attendance at the New York State Assessors Association Conference to be held September 18th through the 21st, 2016 in Lake George, New York, at the request of Susan Gentile Deary, City Assessor.
Counselor Emmons, Counselor Gozick. Any comments? Counselor
I
Gozick.
just had one question. It had mentioned that, that we were eligible to apply for some reimbursement from the New York State Office of Real Property Educational Services. I was just wondering, is that like a quarter or half, or is there any number, or is it fully reimbursable? I know it's obviously important that you go, and the training's necessary, mandatory. I just didn't know how much was going to be returned. Wow, great, super, even better. Thanks.
Any other questions or comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds.
Yes.
Counselor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 291A.
To authorize public hearings at the request of, or regarding proposed local law number 4 of the year 2016, a local law authorizing a property tax levy in excess of the limit established in General Municipal Law, Section 3C.
Counselor Cordino, Counselor Walker. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds.
Yes.
Counselor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 291B.
To authorize a public hearing regarding proposed 2017 city operating budget.
Counselor Reynolds, Counselor Emmons. I submitted the mayor's proposed budget to the councilors today. This vote is to authorize the public hearing and vote, essentially the vote of the budget 2 weeks from now. And I've prepared a budget message to read outlining some of the things contained in the budget. Dear members of the Oswego Common Council, the proposed fiscal year 2017 budget for the City of Oswego, New York is hereby submitted for your consideration. The fiscal year 2017 proposed budget is $47,886,284 for all funds, an increase of 3.87% compared to fiscal year 2016. As you know, the increase is primarily attributed to retirement and health care costs. I believe it is worth noting the Affordable Care Act is projected to cost our city approximately $230,000 in 2017, as noted in this budget. This additional expense was non-existent a few short years ago. Additionally, due to the short-sighted sale of our water tunnel to the Metropolitan Water Board in 1996, the annual payment to the City of Oswego of $1 million no longer exists, and the 2017 budget is the first budget without that payment, creating a $1 million deficit before we ever sat down to construct the budget. In an effort to absorb the $1 million shortfall and the continually rising costs of doing business, reduction in personnel is imminent. In this budget, I propose reducing the members of the Oswego Fire Department by 16 positions. This accounts for a savings of roughly $970,000 with benefits. With this reduction, we still manage to fulfill our duties of fire protection, water rescue, and operating a full ambulance service. I've also made a proposition to the City of Oswego Firefighters Association to consider using part-time firefighters at a straight-time rate to eliminate virtually all department overtime. In this budget, I also propose transferring the supervision of the City Traffic Department from the Oswego Police Department to the Department of Public Works. With this change, I propose eliminating a lieutenant's position from the Oswego Police Department, valued at $106,000 with benefits. Also in this budget, I'm recommending an additional code enforcer for the City Code Enforcement Department. With the drastic amount of revitalization and investment occurring in our neighborhoods, the city has an obligation to complement that investment and ensure our neighborhoods are a pleasant place to live. We also have an influx of rental properties in our community, and I remain as dedicated as ever to holding negligent landlords accountable and ensure that the problematic properties existing in our neighborhoods are forced into compliance. This code enforcement position is an investment directly into our neighborhoods. Lastly, I propose to not increase the water and sewer rates in this budget. Last year, the administration raised the sewer rates on our residents. Luckily, this year, we were creative and implemented a schedule charging our heavier users more for their sewer use and avoided further taxing our residents. Furthermore, we applied for grants to help pay for the mandated projects we must complete. We hope to receive those grants and ease the financial burden on our residents. With so much momentum currently in our community, from winning the Downtown Revitalization Initiative to improving the conditions of our streets and parks, allocating additional resources to help beautify downtown, making unprecedented investments in our wastewater facilities and our Department of Public Works, in creating a productive code enforcement department, we must also make tough decisions and not continually impose significant tax increases on our tax-paying residents. We must be fiscally responsible and continue looking for ways to cut costs, save money, and raise revenues. To put things in perspective, 68% of our entire operating budget, approximately, consists of personnel, payroll, and cost of benefits. Another 22% consists of contractual costs. Considering those numbers, simple arithmetic explains how a reduction in the city workforce is unavoidable. The decision is now in the hands of the Oswego Common Council on whether to accept this proposed budget or to amend it by resolution. Any amendments made by the Common Council by resolution to increase or decrease appropriations will affect the proposed tax rate. If any increase in the tax levy equals 5% or more, the amended budget must be presented to a public referendum in November per local law. Should the amended budget be voted down in the November election, my proposed budget will become, by default, the 2017 operating budget. And it is after months of hard work and focus that I, William J. Barlow Jr., as mayor, submit the proposed City of Oswego 2017 operating budget to the Oswego Common Council for consideration, dated August 8th, 2016. Any comments from councilors? Councilor Walker?
Yeah, I have one thing. We are going to go over the budget tomorrow. We're having a workshop tomorrow at 6 p.m. here, and Thursday at 6 p.m. Thank you.
Any other comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds.
Yes.
Counselor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 292.
A motion to move to executive session to discuss the proposed acquisition, sale, or lease of real property regarding 15 Kathleen Drive.
Councilor Cordino, Councilor Emmons. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds.
Yes.
Counselor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Executive session. Executive session. Councilor Van Buren, Councilor Walker, and a show of hands. Raise your hand. There you go. Do I call the roll? Clerk, please call the roll. No? Show of hands. All right. And we need a resolution for the sale of the property. Clerk, please call Resolution 293. Councilor Emmons, Councilor Walker, any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds.
Yes.
Counselor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons.
Yes.
Counselor Walker. The resolution passes 7-0.
Resolution 294.
To approve the sale of the property located at 15 Kathleen Drive.
Councilor Cordino, Councilor Walker, any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds.
Yes.
Counselor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons.
Yes.
Counselor Walker. The resolution passes 7-0.
I have a motion to adjourn. Councilor Walker, second by Councilor McLaughlin. Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor Reynolds.
Yes.
Counselor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Counselor Emmons.
Yes.
Counselor Walker. The resolution passes 7-0.
Meeting's adjourned.